Greetings, everyone. This is Jared Adams, aka The Long Wannabe, and this is my very first commentary track. And I am bringing this straight to you from my computer room, and I am going to talk about my OMG review. That was my very first review of the Pissing Off the Long series. Now, a little backstory. The reason I was putting up the Nirvana poster was because I didn't really have like an opening planned. I just wanted to connect it to my old series, Holding a Grunge, which I had to stop because of some computer issues. And ever since that series ended, I was kind of upset, and I wanted to get back into reviewing music, so the fact that I was reviewing music in a negative light was kind of my dream project, because I have a lot more fun reviewing things with a negative demeanor than a positive light. So I had to drop Holding a Grunge, and I went to Pissing Off the Long. And the first song I chose was OMG by Jenna Rose, and I was quite happy with that because, my God, OMG, what a train wreck of a song. And I have to give Jenna Rose props because she knows how to handle her haters very well. If nobody knows, I got a tweet from Jenna Rose just a couple of weeks ago, and she's a fan of my work, so that just shows how good of a sport she is. So if anybody likes Jenna Rose's work, I can understand why, and I appreciate her totally, and I got to give her those props. But Little Tricky is something different. That's a totally different story. I had to talk about My Jeans because I totally do believe My Jeans is worse of a song than Friday. Friday is just, it's a stupid song. It's not a terrible song. It's just a really stupid song. And I knew I wasn't going to do a review of Friday, but I had to connect it somehow. And My Jeans, my God, having to talk about it, there was the key. And here comes OMG. Oh, look, I just made a rhyme. Yeah, a lot of facial expressions, me mugging for the camera because I have such a muggable face. Look at what I'm wearing. Oh, my God. Whenever I show people my review series for the first time, I always show them the first episode because this is still my most popular episode, ironically. This was the episode that got me an awesome blog of the week on Transmission Awesome. This was the episode that just made people go, wow, who's this kid? I understand that there are some things that aren't perfect with it, like the lighting is pretty shoddy. Overall, my lighting is just really natural, so throughout the series, the lighting goes up and down drastically depending when I film it. And I'm okay with that because I want I just want a natural. That's just who I am. And the Long Wannabe as a character doesn't really care. He is the spoof of angry reviewers. He is the Glenn Beck of current music. He is the right-wing musical machine. He is, as Count Jacula put it, the man who hates everything. So I don't think that would get in the way. Come on by the crib. Oh my God. I can't believe, when I was writing the lyrics down to put those subtitles in, I just couldn't believe this girl. She's just so young, and I got her age wrong too. I kept saying she was 13, but I think she was 11. Yeah, I didn't really do a lot of research for my first episode. I just wrote the script down. Those were pictures I just found on Yahoo. I just wrote the script down, and I got in front of the camera and just started ranting, and that's who I became. I became a critic who rants, and I'm very happy with that because of all the sites who want me. I sound like an egotistical bastard right there, but there are sites who really do compliment me for my work, and I don't realize how big of a person I'm becoming, or big of a person I am to people. So that's very interesting to me. I'm very grateful for this, and I'm very happy about that, and I love the fact that people enjoy my work. And if you watch this episode, you kind of see that I don't really have a straightforward line in where my review is going. It's just poking fun at the actual song. And I kind of do that more recently. I've done that with a few other Jenna Rose songs. I did that with Nickelback. I did a few other riffing things. But I try keeping it in a reviewing stance. And this was more of a rant and poking fun at than more of a... Well, it is a review if I think about it. I just talk about how daring this girl is. Not even daring, she's just so terrible. I'm sorry to say, but she is. She's terrible in this music video, in this song. It's a song that a little girl should not be singing. This joke always gets a big laugh. My friends are like, ooh, And then here comes the laugh right here. And boom. I don't know why. That picture was funny. Brian Pepper's picture, that joke was an ad-lib, and I knew that if I was going to use this joke, I had to find the exact picture of Brian Peppers, if that's his real name. So I had to find it. Oh yeah, the dance clothes line got a lot of people saying, no, those are dance clothes. I understand if they are dance clothes. I just wanted to make a joke about me hating liberals because I really tried to play up the conservative spotlight of my character. And I kind of dropped that recently. Well, I not really drop it, but I kind of whittled it away into more of a toothpick rather than a full-blown ego than what my character has. He's just more snobby than totally conservative, bashing on liberalism. If that's even a real word. Liberalism. Write that down in the dictionary, folks. That's a real word now, considering I said it. The long wannabe declares liberalism is a real word. The fingered line. That's the one joke I have to put my head down and go, oh, I made this joke. I made it. You watch yourself, Jenna Rose. Beep Beep Toot Toot, which I later revisited in my Willow Smith review of Fireball, because she too does a lyric for Beep Beep, and I can't believe this is actually becoming a common thread. Beep Beep Toot Toot. What else can I really say about this episode than the fact that, my gosh, there's just so little I could say about this music video that hasn't already been said. It's just... I had to find a good screenshot of her with a contorted face, and that face was just perfect, so I had to do it that way. I do agree with my statement that no normal parent would really let a girl do this. It's kind of like that show Toddlers and Tiaras. I can't really believe parents would go and sink so low to do this kind of stuff. There's me reiterating how underage these girls are. If I had to go back and trim this episode, I would keep trimming back on how many times I said the girls are underage, because I think after the first 3 times I said it, people would have gotten the idea. A little girl raping us. The hound dog thing made people go, you know what? He makes a good point. He makes a really good point with that, because, honestly. The Stadler and Waldorf joke is another... First of all, I love these guys. They're my favorite Muppets. And this was a joke I also did as an ad-lib. I'm like, I want to put a clip here, but I didn't know what to use. So I just downloaded the Stadler and Waldorf clip, and I put it in there. And I thought it fit. This is my favorite joke right here about not calling her an S word or W word, and I end up calling her a slutty whore, which is the S word and W word. I always tell people, shh, this is my favorite joke. Because I'm so conceited as an individual, I always have to tell them what my favorite joke is. I always enjoy getting feedback from people. I love it when people give me feedback, negative or positive. I don't care what people say. It's my show, and I enjoy doing it. It's my hobby of love for anyone. And just getting feedback and knowing people are watching and having a good time, and knowing that I have repeated viewers who are like, I call them like the Norm. From like Cheers, when he walks in, Norm, everybody knows who it is. So when I get a comment from somebody I know who watches the show, I'm like, hey, it's you, Norm. I'm really grateful for that. Oh my god, this is a joke I wish I could have cut now that I think about it, because oh my god, I have so many friends who are Lady Gaga fans who are like, how dare you say that, Jared? That was terrible. That was god awful. How dare you say that? Because I actually did call Lady Gaga that full word of like a media whore of an industry puppet. Whew, I can't believe I remember saying that. I said it to an actual Gaga fan, a diehard Gaga fan. He's like, how dare you? But yeah, that was a joke I wish I could have cut, because now up until my Judas review, that was like the first big boulder rolling down the hill of my Lady Gaga rants. Here comes my full like minute-long credits that I've really cut down on. This is before I even had an intro. I'm glad I cut down on stuff before I went all short and less is more. And I always knew I was going to have an outtake. That's something I've always done. I I love these little things I put in there. And yeah, this is back when I told people what my next review is, which I don't do anymore. But everybody who is listening, thank you for listening. Watch more of my reviews, and my 1 year anniversary is on. Take two. My 1 year anniversary is on its way. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.